Я все еще не понимаю, как забрать тот сундук посреди муландира, который на скале.
Как-то можно.
Так, meet with Isgrim and Angar at the rune table. Ну, погнали тогда. Можно даже заглянуть на кузнеческий стол.
О, нет. Только не кузнеческий стол. Пол.
Лол. Master of Life and Death. Сделан. Броня для Изгрима сделана. Ну и, в принципе, это пока все.
Если сделано, уже готово?
Ну как, она несколько раз апгрейдится. Точнее, 3 раза. Мы сделали первый апгрейд. Окей, но пока больше ничего нельзя апгрейднуть. Master of Life and Death, я думаю, можно даже кому-то выдать. Какой-нибудь Иванке. Потому что это one-handed. Блять, ты мне перебил весь инвентарь. Так, North Plague. Окей, ну теперь у нее катана и оранжевый меч. Все, погнали дальше.
Nexus Кок.
Кок?
Кок.
Ну почему кок?
Что, краб в чате?
Краб, ты в чате? Возможно, он не в чате. Опять накладываются две музыки.
Видишь, в чате.
Ну ладно, значит, Nexus Кок. Раз уж ты хочешь.
Отработал по if else, да, блять?
Раз уж ты хочешь напоминать всем своим естеством крабу про кок, то продолжай. Кто я такой, чтобы тебя останавливать? Что ты делаешь, а?
Shouldn't we at least study it first? I mean, we don't know what.
Are you deaf? Destroy it!
А может тебя дестроинуть?
All right. I'll take care of it now. But I need privacy.
Are you trying to trick me, dwarf? I swear, if you...
Fine, come then. Come and keep shouting at me all you like, because that's the best way to ensure I'll make a mistake and have that rune cause your sister's brain to explode.
All right. You'll get your privacy.
Изгрим, я тебе разрешаю подойти и дать ему лбом по яйцам.
She needs water and food.
All right, here we are.
Isgrim, what's the matter?
I won't do it.
What?
You heard me. I will not destroy the rune.
Are you joking? This thing is what's controlling Lady Myra.
Yes, it is, but there's something I haven't told you. Something I only found out a week ago.
Yes?
The Shapers. I finally understand their secret. Why they persisted for so long. Why during their reign there was not a single power who dared to defy them, not even the dragons. Why there was peace.
The rune.
It all makes sense now. The Shapers used these runes to control, to ensure stability.
Ай, бля.
Enslaved their own people by exerting mind control. Is that what you're getting at?
Enslaved? So a murderer put behind bars is a slave too? No, Tahar. They use the runes to protect their empire from its enemies, from outside and from within. Don't you see? This is the reason why there were no wars, no coups, no stupid rebellions. Because the Shapers had the power to correct misguidance. And the best thing about it? The Control didn't even suffer. They merely had their views readjusted and continued to live on a normal life.
And you think this is a good thing? Being able to bend minds to your will?
Look, Tahar, I'm not stupid. I know there's a danger in that power, but there's a danger in every power. Blasted, you're a mage. Thousands of people would like to see you burn, and just because they're afraid of that power inside you. Your magic, just like the rune, it's a tool. Don't you see that? And a tool is neither good nor evil. It's merely a potential. And this, Tahar, this is the potential to change the world for the better.
What about the ghosts who protected this place? They seem to have gotten more than a little readjustment.
Yes, probably because their crimes required a more severe punishment. Isn't that poetic justice? Rather than killing a wrongdoer, he's bound to protect those he wanted to hurt. Just imagine the potential of this.
Lady Myra doesn't seem normal at all. She acts like some kind of machine.
Yes, because neither we nor the Purity have even come close to comprehending the true power of the rune. We're sodding amateurs.
So what's your plan? Use the rune to create a second Shaper empire?
No, use it for the greater good. For us, for our purpose. For our battle against that lunatic Lacane. Damn it, Tahar. This might be the key that I've been looking for. The key for stability, for peace. I will not destroy it.
Окей. Пиздить из грима, я думаю, мы не будем.
Ай, пиздить не, но он хуйню несет.
Iskram, calm down. There has to be another way.
No, there isn't.
Iskram, you've said it yourself. With Myra's current state of mind, she cannot help us win over the other houses. And without them, we'll never recapture Greykeep. Lacane will win. Please. You have to trust me with this. The rune must be destroyed.
Fine. Fine. But I'm doing this for you. You understand me? I will destroy it. But as soon as there's time, I will start my research again, and no, you cannot stop me. Agree with me or not, I know this power can do good. I just know it.
Он себе по колену дал этим топором?
Go see after Lady Myra, Tahar. I need time.
Ну, если эта правая колено контролировала леди Майра, то... Заебись, конечно.
Понимабельно.
Так, что-то мне кажется, что он кого-то наебывает.
Чтобы Изгрим не наебывал, это, конечно... Пизда.
После такого не бывает. О, можно попиздеть. Леди Майра Утран и Ангар Эрендир. К ними попиздеть. А чё ты стоишь?
Ну, а куда идти?
Ну, на желтый знак вопроса.
Да в смысле, блядь, никогда вот тут не просила.
Не просила на сайт-квесты.
How can I help?
А на мейн-квесты всегда просила.
Tahar, What happened? Did the dwarf destroy the room?
He did.
I see. Well, something is off. Myra, she's different.
What?
Myra?
I don't know. I feel strange, cold.
See?
Дайте ей яблоко.
It did something to her mind.
Lady Myra, what do you mean by cold?
Dark, empty.
But you remember who you are.
I am Lady Myra Emmeline Arendir, third-born daughter of House Utrecht.
It's probably just temporary. She will get better.
And you know that how? None of this should have happened. None of it. Myra, you should get some rest. Things might be different tomorrow.
Yes, brother. As you say.
Come, let us call your companions. There's things that need discussing.
I've been wondering, do you have a family? Heirs? Is it so hard to...
It isn't. No. I don't have a family. Save for myself.
How come?
Well, I'm afraid
Как
I understand my
гамать?
age, and I need to go back a little. You see, for me, let me put sure.
What the fuck ever.
Yes. Oh, it sounds dramatic. But we've wasted enough time.
I'll be...
All right.
У него открылась Affinity. Couldn't care less.
All right. Now that my sister is safe and we have the Utran army beside us, we need to discuss our course of action. As I
Рожбет
already, there
предлагаю.
are two more problems we need to take care of before we can gather to convince the other royal houses to join forces with us and reconquer Greykeep.
Lekain's Iron Ones and the Leonida forces.
Iron ones. You mean these giant walking armors?
Yes, we need to destroy the place where the Purity manufactures them, and we need to eliminate Amaria Leonida, who has allied herself with the Harbinger.
House Leonider has the strongest army in Nordhander. Would it not be wiser to forge the alliance with Wolfgar and Hallett first and then deal with them?
It would, but Leonider is controlling the borders. In other words, until we've taken care of her and the Ironborn, we couldn't move the Wolfgar or Hallett forces, even if they agreed to an alliance.
Any idea what these iron ones actually are? Golems?
No, I doubt it. They have the magical signature of a human. I guess we'll need to find out.
Yes, though I'm fairly certain the Harbinger's new magic has to do with it. The Archfire.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to deal with them?
Well, according to my scouts,
Пиздить их
there
раньше
is a
помогало.
place where they are being created by whatever unholy power is behind this. And it seems that this smeltery, if you want to call it that, is in the Windwall foothills.
So we travel to
Да,
Windwall
туда мы
and
пойдем
burn down that
дальше.
factory.
Yes, it's a simple task, but it won't be easy. We can be sure that the Purity is doing all...
Amaria Leonider allied herself with the Harbinger? Why?
Because she's probably the most ardent follower of the Purity's teaching. She was the first truly influential Nortandian to repent when Lekain's new religion was founded. And also the first to declare her
Ну, это та сука, которая нас засудила в самом начале игры.
Давай просто
Could that also have something to do with
скинем
what happened
с
during the
9-этажки.
That her sons fell in the
Ну,
last battle against
так, в принципе, и будет. Как я понял по Вики, мы ее захуярим во время нашего второго визита в DI, который лаборатория нашего батя.
Обоссать ее нахуй.
That's not good. How do you plan to neutralize her? We can't just move our army into Leonider territory. That would be suicide.
Почему?
Well,
Просто
that's where we got lucky.
сбоку заходи.
Amaria Leonida has taken up position in the Eye.
In the
The
Martians?
Eye.
Why?
My guess is as good as yours, but I suppose it has to do with your father's laboratory. I doubt Lacane is done with it.
So Amaria is leading the army herself? How? I didn't know she knew about warfare.
Well, word has it that the Harbinger has, how should I say, granted Amaria a gift as a token of gratitude for her loyalty. Magical powers, in other words. Maybe even a part of this Archfire energy. No, I don't know if these rumors are true, but we'll have to consider them when we make our plan.
Well, seems like this will be quite the battle.
Indeed. Which is why we need a good strategy.
Fair enough. Then let us start.
Real-time strategy.
Good. I'll be here if you need me.
И у нас появилась куча пиздежа по всей карте.
Пиздёж. Открывай я не жопу.
Corporal Tahar? Corporal Tahar!
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
Не, мужик, с тобой мы потом поговорим.
Would you be willing to tell me more about your friend?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine, if you insist. What do you want to know?
What was she like?
Дикус.
That's a difficult question to answer. Compared to me, I would describe her as more cheerful, more talkative. She enjoyed the company of other people far more than I did. Of course, that conviviality was mostly a charade. Her interest in other people was genuine, but it was mainly because she wanted to study them. It was almost as if, until the very end, she believed that she could somehow overcome her nature. Of course, it didn't work.
Was she an assassin as well?
She was, yes.
How close were you and her exactly?
That's hard to say. We had sex in all those 5 years. She never left my side. So some people might have considered us lovers, but I'm not sure we ever felt that way towards each other. You see, I don't feel emotions the same way other people do. And neither did Mila. The feelings the bards all sing about, I never had them. And I doubt I am capable of feeling them at all. This bond we had it because we were alike. Because she understood me and I understood her. Without saying a word. And I doubt I will ever have that feeling again.
When you say you were alike, what does that mean? That she also hardly felt emotions?
Yes. But whereas for me, it had been becoming a dreamweaver that had made me who I am. Mila had simply been born that way. There was no logical reason for her condition. It was just what fate or the gods had given her.
I understand.
Maybe you do.
How did it happen? The blood burn.
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain that part. As for when and where, we had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw, but they all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight downhill. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that Mila was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the 3rd morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in a nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. And so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do, and I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none. But she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over, not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did, and found her laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling when she faded away.
How do you feel about her decision?
How should I feel? It was her decision, and it was the most rational choice to make. Dying of the blood burn is incredibly painful, and she avoided that pain. Her last memories were ones of peace.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
И наконец-то она открыла свой ебаный ебобой.
Что там?
Так. Его надо изучить. Place stasis to all targets in a large area. At the cost of getting into stasis yourself. Окей. Ну, короче, стунет врагов.
What's the matter?
I have news. Bad news.
Report.
The Iron
И мне
Falcons
клавиатура
made his
отключилась.
blade. They sent word. A dragon has appeared near the canyon. An elder.
О, дракон.
An elder? You mean...
Yes. From the
Ну,
legends.
это наша третья миссия на следующую часть
It's been a secret
сюжета.
for centuries.
Well, apparently not.
Are you sure this isn't a mistake?
Quite sure. The Iron Falcons found 3 keepers torn apart and scorched in a way that only a dragon could do it. But what's even
Если
more
ты
alarming
будешь
is
ходить и
that the
распространять
Falcons
слухи
believe
о
said
драконах,
dragons
я
had
сам
been
пошлю тебя в долину рудников.
I don't know, Corporal. I just don't
А
know.
как получить броню, как у тебя?
What are your orders?
Ты даже
What if the
не
scouts are wrong and the dragon
гражданин.
isn't here for us?
That is a possibility.
We need to confirm the rumor.
But how? I'm only a scout. If we wait,
You have a... Where is this dragon now? Is it...
I don't think so. According to the Falcons, it has landed in a small oasis in the scorching desert. A 1 or 2 day journey from Aenir's blade. What will you do, Corporal? I know this war is already taking up all of your resources, but we cannot just stand by and watch while that creature comes at us.
I'll travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I understand. You want me to tell the others?
I'll do it when we head out.
Madam?
Мэдам, пиздуй в телепорт. В случае, если там ты тоже нужен. Ну, короче, у нас 3 квеста основных. Это типа разобраться с драконом, пойти захуярить бабу в DI и захуярить эту фабрику Iron Ванов в DI.
А, я не туда, блядь, побежал. Заебись.
Так я же сказал на знак вопроса.
А я на знак восклицания побежал. Эти ваши знаки, блядь.
Let me see.
Requires is Grim. А мы можем тут поменять нашу команду?
Ну,
Точно?
а как?
Хороший вопрос.
Я не вижу никакой кнопки, которая меняет.
Yes.
Oh. Anything on your mind?
Что за хуйня?
Чем ты мне из грима дал?
Я думал, может, он тебе передастся в контроль.
Sure. I understand.
Sure.
Got it.
Ну, пошли попиздим с ним. Ну, типа, а как менять команду, типа, не начиная следующую миссию?
Goodbye.
У него нет новых диалогов.
Я хз.
How can I help?
Ну можно...
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalia and travel.
You're not my whatever long. So
I think.
Очень интересно.
One of you, a group of mercenaries. Of course. So,
What?
My mother. She was. And I went in.
So,
She never. She was that. And look what she got in return.
what about
Well, it's.
where? What?
I wasn't strong enough when.
I see.
Yeah. I quit university. Sure. Hope you're happy.
Очень интересно.
Кто там еще пришел?
That way. All right.
Ну я не знаю, как его добавить в команду. Погоди секунду. There should be a tent in the Nexus where you can select your party composition.
And?
Где?
А, вот.
Где?
Справа сверху. Кликабельный тент.
А, этот? Нихуя.
На глаз алмаз.
Yes? You got it.
Interesting.
Так, ну давай я Изгрима вместо Иванки поставлю. Нажми Accept.
This is unacceptable.
That way?
Oh.
Потом поменяем обратно.
Sure.
There you are. Tahar, I found something incredible.
Инкуредибуру.
Remember how I asked you for permission to examine your mother's body? Undergas and I did that yesterday.
I hope you know that wasn't an easy decision.
Yeah, Tahar, I know. And believe me, we were respectful. Save for that strange stasis, her body's still unscathed.
So,
Looking respectfully.
We did, and this is what I'm so excited about. That jewel in the front part of her cranium. At first, we thought it
Как
was
будто Тахар знает, что
to
такое
mark
краниум,
her as a
блин.
member of the priest caste, but it's more than that.
У нее интеллект сколько ты говорил? 2?
3.
But it
Ого-го-го.
is still an ornament.
No, she wasn't.
What kind of magical properties?
It's somewhat similar to the Harbinger's rune. It's essentially a magical talisman that made them smarter and stronger. And long story short, despite her spirit being gone, the ornament still seems to be active. I think we could remove it.
Охуя.
Alright, do it.
Of course.
Do it.
Give me a moment, will you? Shouldn't take long. All right, Tahar. It worked. Here, take a look. Can you feel it? It's amazing.
But
And you're sure it didn't damage her body?
Pretty sure. Removing the jewel only caused a small wound, and I stitched it up right away. It should be fine. Now.
You're right. It's immense.
Ну ты видишь в наградах, что она
Guess
дает.
now we know why the lower castes revered the priests as gods. Telepathy, magical
Ah.
elements. They were almost superhuman, so to speak. Either way, I think it'll help you on the field. Thanks again for your trust, Tahar.
ну тут только одна фикс реворд, так что.
Если ты хочешь, можешь себе типа забрать на какого-то из героев. Так, где ты, Иванка? Ксепты. Окей, ну тогда я сбегаю еще раз в кузницу, а дальше уже можем проходить в следующий раз. Сохранимся на ворлдмапе.
Что, хочешь заканчивать?
А ты хочешь еще дальше играть?
Ну, я думал либо в Оазис, либо в глаз сходить. Это не выглядит как миссии, которые должны прям быть с макро.
Ну, я бы так не сказал, но в глаз я бы, наверное... Хотя, стоп. Глаз — это основной квест. Тогда давай в Оазис. О, можно щиток скрафтить. Immune to stasis, immune to frozen. Охуенно.
You got it.
Красиво. Скорее с охуенным щитком. Можем и идти дальше.
Yes.
Моя любимая атака. Protect, but it also attack.
Тогда переходи в Scorched Desert Oasis, а я сейчас приду.
Угу. И... Да, макро тут нема.
South of Leonida and east of Hallet lies the scorching desert, a place as inhospitable as it is dangerous. The desert is uninhabited save for the dust-crawler orcs, a nomadic orc tribe that roams the dunes in search of fresh water. With a throat as dry as parchment and a throbbing headache, you arrive at the place your scouts described. A small oasis amidst the blazing ocean of sand. Despite the heat, you feel a cold lump forming inside your stomach. Something is nearby. Something powerful.
Еще краснолюда.
Так, я тут. Мы переходим. Мы переходим.
Угу.
The Falcons were right, Tahar. There is a dragon nearby. It's enormous.
So you think it actually...
Драгон.
It's possible. Everything we see and everything we do leaves...
Знаешь, такой просто подходишь, там надпись.
The ones we leave behind when we die. That creature has millions of echoes.
Тот же клан Fourth Chairman.
In other words, it has been on this world.
Тот же Монорил.
Так, и здесь мы должны найти третий фрагмент of the Phoenix.
Why did we just bring one battalion here and not our
Где-то
entire army?
посередине.
Because the Purity will notice if we move our entire army. and could use the opportunity to attack. Right now, nobody knows we're here. Now let's head out.
Давайте головой наружу.
Sure.
That way?
Так, а что-то сзади есть полезное? Пока мы можем чекнуть. Nope.
That way. All right.
That way?
I understand. Sure.
Вот ГГ говорила, что никто не знает, что мы здесь, и ты, вижу, изо всех сил стараешься это исправить, да?
You got it.
Yep.
Shit. That was a painful death.
Чет.
And it wasn't caused by normal fire. These people melted.
Ну, от дракона, видимо.
Уруруру.
Я на себя загрел.
We'll make short work of them. Sure.
Note of a Dragon Hunter.
Sure.
Прям целый
Что там
ноутбук.
написано?
Sure.
This one looks as though he's been mauled. And he's wearing an unusual armor, isn't he?
Ну, типа как Dragon Hunter из Готики, что ли?
Мгм.
I understand.
Что ты делаешь?
That way. All right. Got it.
Up ahead.
Having fun.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Тут какие-то люди.
Huh? Didn't expect to see travelers all the way out here. Dondea.
Tundea. That sounds Hibernian.
It does, because it is. Rivales Draigin. Dragon hunters, as you'd call it. Which is why I urge you to head right back where you came from. There's a Yal Dragin, an elder dragon, just waiting to sink its fangs into you. As it has done with the idiots you've probably seen on the wayside.
Valdraigin. I'm guessing that's Hibernian for dragon?
Нет,
Actually, it's
блядь.
the other way around.
Это французский
Dragon
диалект.
is common for Draigin. That's where the word came from in the first place.
It took one of your men, too.
A woman. But yeah, it did. Yelena. That fucking beast burnt her skin right off her skull. She'll be the last one we lose, though, I can promise you that.
Who were these corpses on the wayside?
Traders on the way to Windholm. We told them the same I'm telling you, but of course, that Ulan wouldn't listen.
So you're actually Hibernian dragon hunters.
Well, we're not 800 years old, so we're obviously descendants.
I hate to break it to you, but the only proven direct descendant of Hibernia is Queen Aelith.
Our order has been around for over 100 years now. We've found Hibernian blood all over. I'm not surprised you don't know us. Most people don't. Even though if it weren't for us, half of Northander would be eaten by wyverns by now.
Interesting.
Хух.
So it's true. There's an elder in this oasis.
That's what I just said.
I think that dragon is here for me.
Are you sure? I heard it was here for that marvelous cheesecake they made in Everlight.
I'm not joking. There's been a magical outbreak 4 weeks ago, and I was responsible for it. We have reason to believe that this dragon is headed to our camp.
An outbreak, huh? That's what Pavlos said too. Well, if that's the case, you should...
I assume Pavlos is your leader.
Ayras, yes. He's just down that slope. I still think you're better off leaving, but I can't stop you, can I? Now, if you...
Valis Draigin? Whoever these guys are, they aren't Hibernians, Tahar.
What makes you think
Wyvern
that?
Hide.
Hibernians were 8 feet tall and had light green eyes and pitch black, slightly bluish hair. That guy looked more like a child at a masquerade party than anything else. And even his accent sounded put on. Sure.
Got it.
Надо попиздеть с Пашей.
Я смотрел, нету ли ничего тут. Там песок.
I don't know who you are, but it's best if you turn around right now.
Yeah, we know the story. One of your men told us all about it. We're here for that dragon. Same as you.
You are? Huh. Normally, I'd tell you to run as far as you can. But I have to admit, you people have an impressive aura. Tell me, how did you learn of the Dragin?
The Iron Falcons told us about it. We've reason to believe it's here for us.
Explain.
Well, you're a mage, right?
Yes.
Then I'm sure you noticed a shift in a magical pattern some weeks ago. One that also ended the bloodburn.
There have been a lot of magical oddities recently. But yes, I think I know what you're talking about. That was also when that purity lunatic started creating his machines. So, what are you implying? That you had something to do
Только
with that
тогда их
shift?
начали делать.
So to speak, yes. We assume that the Elder sensed it and now feels drawn to me for whatever reason.
Nonsense.
No. Actually, it isn't, Kivron. This is the first sighting of an Elder since the War of the Six Races. And back then, it was also a magical explosion that woke him. And this woman isn't lying. Her aura is remarkable, in every aspect. Listen, let me make you an offer. What would you say about joining forces? You are powerful, no question about that. But still, you and your little entourage won't be enough to go up against an Elder.
Are you sure killing him is the only way?
Well, you can also let him kill you, if that's what you prefer. I don't know where you get your ideas from, but Dragin are beasts, as you might have been able to tell from the charred corpses up the hill.
How can you help us? You're only a handful of warriors.
A handful of Valis Dragin. I know you're powerful. Only a fool wouldn't see that. But fighting Draconoids is what we do for a living. Without our help, that Dragin will smother you.
Did you ever fight an Elder before?
Saras Jodul. As I said, the last time an Elder was sighted was during the War of the Six Races. So no, we haven't. But that doesn't change the fact that we know more about Draconoids than anybody else on Io. But please, if you are so eager to get killed, go ahead. I will not beg.
Sounds good. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm happy to hear that. However, there's one more thing. No, two, actually. First of all, we want the heart and the eyes. Secondly, I'll need you to do a minor task for us first.
Why the heart and the eyes?
It's a custom. But don't worry. The scales and the claws will be more than enough to recompense you for your efforts. On that note, if you have the coin, I can also talk to Reeve and see if he'd be willing to turn those scales into an armor for you.
Aren't you a bit too generous? These scales must be worth thousands, yet you're offering to give them away for free.
We don't hunt for the gold, stranger. Also, the heart and the eyes are quite valuable too, but not nearly as useful to you as an armor. So we'd both profit from that bargain.
You're talking about a dragon scale armor.
Yes, but I cannot make any promises yet. Reeve can be complicated when it comes to such matters.
Охуеть.
What minor task? We shouldn't be wasting time.
You're absolutely right. We shouldn't. But I need you to do this. There's a small nest of wyverns just across the pond. We're still recovering from the last battle and haven't gotten around to taking them out yet.
So, do it now.
We were going to. But if we're to fight together, my men will want to see a display of strength first. Ancient Hibernian custom. So, I suggest you come back once you're done. I'll talk to my men now.
Now you can kiss my ass goodbye.
You got it.
Sure.
Huh. Interesting.
Fragment of the Phoenix.
He wasn't telling you the whole truth.
An elder's heart is worth more than 3 elder scales. Yes, made into an armor, they will be useful. But this Pavlos made sure he and his men are in the long end of the stick.
Well, I didn't know that. Let's play along for now, though.
You got it.
Sure.
Потом вместе с драконом захуярим мужиков.
Ну, если ты этого хочешь, то мы можем это устроить. Это мужики какие-то мутные.
А да.
Ну, пока мы пиздели, я почти съел целый кебаб.
Неплохо.
Bottom of the head.
I understand. Sure.
Окей. Ну, 2 из 3 артефактов мы уже нашли. Последний находится в северо-западной части карты, рядом с какими-то пауками.
Haven't seen any spiders yet.
Sounds like a plan.
Но мы и не были в северо-западной части карты.
Ой, блядь. Похилял, блядь.
Dwarven Moon Silver. Мне кажется, это для апгрейда на Изгрима.
I'm injured. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Battle Staff в сундуке лежал.
That should be all of them. Let's head back to the Dragon Hunters.
Смотря как став писать.
Что-нибудь полезное? Походу нет.
Спуск.
Пошли, короче, в телепорт. Или ты хочешь вниз сходить?
Может быть, там есть выход наверх. На северо-запад.
Ну, если мы напрямся на дракона сами по себе, то это будет чуть-чуть проблематично.
Я сохранился. А вот
вот
это
и он.
Можно обойти.
Sure.
Я думаю.
Элдер Тиамат.
По бордеру его вижена. Кстати, с ним вроде поговорить даже можно.
Ага.
Sure.
Вот и пауки.
Да. О, и это последний кусок Call of the Forest. Что, попробуем с драконом попиздить для начала?
Ну давай.
That way?
Got it. I understand.
Tiara's breath. That thing is massive. Are you
That's what she said.
Tahar.
What the?
О, какая квест отменили.
It isn't attacking us. Why?
I think it's speaking to me. In my...
You mean...
Telepathy, yes. It is the only way the two of us can communicate. An interesting group you have gathered around you, Shaper Child. Have you come to kill me? The way you cling to your weapons makes it seem so.
Tahar, talk to us. What's happening?
I think she wants to talk.
Maybe. I know
Maybe.
you are here. You are worried that I have come to destroy your city, Mullendeer, as I have done before.
Are you?
That was my plan, yes.
Why? What have we done to you?
It is not about what you have done. It is about what you will do. You are Zarlandep, a shaper as you call them. You were asleep, but now you have awoken. And as all of your kind, you will bring doom to the world.
Опять Doom.
Tahar, what is it saying?
Да уже, не знаю, Дюк Нюкем придет в мир.
What do you mean by bring doom to the world?
It is impressive. All the clues are there, right in front of your eyes. Yet you do not see it.
See what? Maybe if you stopped talking in riddles, I would.
I am not talking in riddles. It has merely been a very, very long time since I have talked at all. But since you are not as much of a brute as I would have anticipated, maybe there is no harm in explaining. Before I neutralize you, the Zarlandep, we the elders, were the ones who killed them. It was neither spite nor hunger that drove us, as the myths would have you believe. It was because of what they had become, what they fancied themselves as.
Which was?
Gods. They had done what nobody should have. They had tamed the essence, and learned to use it for their ends. You have seen the results.
Да-да.
Enslaved minds, a world empire, telepathy, and the power to destroy life in a snap of a finger. They would have broken the world in two if we had not intervened. So, we did.
You kill them.
Yes, people misunderstand us, Tahar. We are not beasts like most people. We are watchers, and we do what the Guardians could not. The world is tiring, and life after millennia becomes a burden. We do not rejoice in it. But we have a responsibility.
How many of you are there, elders?
Just a few.
So you are, what, protectors?
Titles are inconsequential. But yes, you can call us that, if you wish.
Why?
Why do you protect? Why do you also attack?
Our drives, our wishes
Attack and
are
protect.
ingrained into our souls. Just as you, as every human, live to avoid suffering. We live to maintain the balance.
But I don't get it. Why kill me? Only because I'm half-shaper?
Yes. Since you performed the melding, you bear the same dangerous potential as your mother. And thus, you need to die. There is no malice in our decision. I am glad you came here with only a few of your allies. That means that fewer lives will be lost.
I'm not the danger.
The purity of light is.
You both are. And after I have neutralized you, I will deal with the creature's servant.
There must be another way. We both want the same thing.
No. You want power, divinity, as any Zarlandep wanted from the start. Your blood is corrupted, and so is your mind.
But you don't even know me. I may be half-shaper, yes, but I was raised a human.
Does that make it better? Humans are as cruel, as vile as the Zarlandep were. Only that they have not yet discovered the power. But once they will, the earth will
Но мы уже поломали одно колено. Из гриму.
Another extermination like the one in the Zarlandep days. This time, we will not fight. But you, Tahar, you are only one person. One person that can be dealt with swiftly and without wreaking havoc.
I think it's getting ready to attack. Whatever you intend on doing, do it now.
So there's no way I can convince you?
Точка, точка, точка.
Обдокурилась.
You are insistent. Why, I wonder? Do you fear death? That is my only
Мы можем все резнуться.
But also because you are wrong. I may be half Shaper, but I'm not your enemy.
Then prove it. Destroy the rifts. And prove that you are not like your ancestors.
The rifts?
Yes. Since the creature's servant, who you call the Harbinger of Light, has tapped into the essence, things have changed. A tear in the fabric of the realm appeared, and other creatures seemed to find their way through that hole. As of now, they are still between the planes. But that will change soon.
You want me to kill them?
Kill them and close the rifts. It will be dangerous, and it might cost you your life. But it will show that your words were not as deceitful as those of your ancestors.
Where are these rifts?
You cannot see them, but I will give you the ability to do so. They are centered around the place where the servant unleashed the essence.
But if these rifts are
Доп
so
квест на
dangerous,
Ай,
why
что
didn't
ли?
you close them yet?
I was going to,
Посмотрим.
but a Zarlandep is a greater threat than those beasts. So I came for you first.
And in return, you won't attack us?
That and more. But we will talk about it when the deed has been done.
Fine. I will do it.
You surprise me. Well, then stand by your word and return to me once you have succeeded. I will wait.
Interesting.
Level up.
So, you talked to it? What did it say? Why did it spare us?
I think it's a her. And it's a long story. I'll tell you on...
So, we're not fighting. So that must have been a fruitful conversation.
No, it's complicated. I'll tell you on the way back to Mullendeer. Now we should...
No!
No!
Ожидаемо.
Don't.
Упс. Да.
Упс.
Just give the word.
А их даже атаковать нельзя.
They must have seen the dragon wasn't fighting us.
I don't know. But they didn't leave us a choice.
Don't talk, act. Your task is clear.
Окей.
The blind forbidden travel to the eye.
Да, travel to the eye. Ну, значит, следующая наша задача на eye.
Да.
Что, погнали туда тогда?
Ай.
Стой тогда и давай заберем мешок. Мешок говна.
Да, давай закроем тогда сегодня еще ай и...
Ну, погнали.
Да, мы как раз ай закроем, там не думаю, что будет выбер дохуя, кроме как текста. Тогда останутся что? Тривиальные вещи. Давить дебилов говном.
Угу. Ну, получается, если мы сегодня ай закроем, то нам, чтобы пройти игру, надо будет еще 1-2 стрима, наверное.
Угу. Я же все-таки еще надеюсь, типа, что даже учитывая, как я туго иду с DLC-хами и с прочим, что я все-таки до Сабатона Рин закончу с Скайримом.
Кстати, а у тебя есть DLC на SpellForce?
Нет. У меня чистая версия, ты же мне ее дарил.
Окей. Ну, пошли на The Eye. Ай, Кэптон.
Ой.
Ой, тут надо выбирать, за кого мы играем.
Да, тут, мне кажется, будет макро, и может быть лучше, если тут макро, то в следующий раз.
Да, я думаю, за часик мы сделаем.
Ок.
Эльфов возьмем.
Да.
Или попробуем кого-то другого.
У нас они самые прокачанные тут уже, я хз.
Ну, давай эльфов тогда. Просто хотел бы посмотреть хотя бы на титанов других фракций, но может у нас еще будут на это возможности.
After the Wake dynasty ended abruptly when their last patriarch and his wife descended into madness, the Eye is now known to be a no man's land, inhabited only by the most steadfast settlers, adventurers, and people in need of a hiding place.